another beautiful Saturday. I know you're enjoying us from the comfort of your homes, people watching us. Bana oboli mu traffic jam ngo okuga mpola setule motoka afuna oteeke essimu obenga otulabako mpola bana, we love you so much, our dear viewers watching us on GoTV, people watching us on mobile apps, people watching us from the UK, Kato, people watching us in Sweden. My name is Axel Solomon, your usual show host Mimu, finding the winner within every Saturday 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Rest TV. tubeerako bana abalayo baffe twongera okubalaga nti tubaagala n'okubagamba nti mubale kutuwagala. Thank you for loving us. And guess what? Every time we come up with issues that pertain us, the young generation, we comprise of about 70% of our country's population. That's why we have issues that are always burning our living matters to the progress and the national development of our country. That's why we come here tugayigaye mu kwezi ensonga kyatuma National Youth Command Center ensonga nga tezinasasana mu bavubuka tusooka ne tuzoogererako wano ne tuleeta abamanyi ne tuleeta abakugu ne tuleeta abakenkufu ne bakwata nsonga ku nsonga. Okitegeera ekintu bwekyo ekitambula. Producer Noah mwali ku camera agirima abegga. So the show is going to be interesting, guys. We love you so much. And guess what? I didn't come alone. I have wonderful people with us tonight, today. And guess what? They're going to introduce themselves to you and you are going to love it. So I don't know where to start from. Guess what? The family is big. Simanyi ntandikirewa. Nyinza okuzibiriza wenti n'ensonga ku buntu ate n'agaana okutandika. Kati awo bannanga asooka yasoka, but of course definitely I'll start with the big man Matt, then go to Grace and others will follow through.
Me move. You guys know that.
Doctor.
Me move.
Finding the winner within.
That's what it is. Hey, okay. Yeah. And next year there's gonna be a show where it's gonna be a live show where we question the people out there and we give them
Instant cash
on the show. So people should keep up because the questions are gonna come from these shows that we have every Saturday at 8 p.m.
to 9 p.m.
to 9 p.m. That's it.
Bakubuuze show y'omugwa omwenda omwanjuzi yali ani omugwe osobwe sente.
So I'm Matt Edison and I'm very happy to be here. I'm always happy to be here. This show is becoming something I may call leisure, a hobby to me being here every Saturday. So I love being here. I love sharing knowledge. I love everything about the show. And when it comes to gifting what I know to people, that's the first thing I always do. So I'm happy to be here and I'll be happy to be here next Saturday as well, you know.
Matt, ogugwa tekuba muka.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, movers? Mimu finding the winner within Saturday Fun Day. This is Grace Maburiro Chewbacca, the only king around. No offense, bro. But yeah, it's another great day and we're going to enjoy it.
The beautiful lady clad in a leather jacket.
Hello, the Moon Movers. I'm glad to be here again, and I'm called Bora Jenin. I think what he talked about, I'll be on those people that would want. What did you say?
To win the money.
You
want this is that. So what do you do, lady?
I did mass communication and journalism, but I've been in the field of marketing for quite some time. And I will in a change chair. I'm a good marketeer. You can trust me.
That's nice. Big boss. What's up? Good. One blood.
Hello, members. This is Raymond Cheyo. Good to be back on your television. Thank you for joining us today evening at 8 p.m. Rest TV. Happy to be here with my brothers and sisters.
Yep.
Hope you have a good show. Amen. Let's go.
Yo, big boss.
Hi everyone, new movers. I'm Sakina Vincent Hector. Nice to be here. What I do, I'm a manager retail sales for Walmart Extended Bank. Yeah, nice to be part of this.
Abakulu b'ebitongole batudde wano. N'abateyanjudde lwa byakwenira tebagadde kweja.
Sounding satisfied. Read go.
Yes, lady, beautiful lady.
I did bachelor's degree in commerce. Very excited and glad to join us
Yep, that's Masika. We love you. Yes, lady.
Yeah, hello, me Movers. I'm Calvert Esther by name, and I'm a proud artist. I do industrial art and design. I'm going in my final year. I'm so happy to be on this show once again. God bless you.
Wonderful people. Guys, guess what? Today is another day God has given us. We shall rejoice
No,
and
no,
be
no,
glad
no,
in
no, no,
it.
no. Ivan, what's up?
Mbadde nkyaleeta omuntu. Lady, clad in black. By the way, you are so smart. Tell us about yourself.
Hello everyone. I'm Yvonne Tracy. This is the other one. My friend.
This kind of privacy, really like.
Yep. Thank you. You see now, viewers are becoming panelists. So if you were interested, just drop in that message. Tell us your location. Tuyinza n'okusanyuka ennyo ne tujja ne tujja ewammwe ne mutufumbira breakfast ne tukeera ewammwe ne tulya ne tujja naawe osegera ekintu bwe kityo. Guys, guess what? We are right now located at Shine Country Resort Kigo. Banaye gye tukwatidde show y'olunaku olwaleero. So olaba ng'ekifaananyi kirungi. Banaye kale ono ateekeddwa obba nga yava Italy. Ebintu byonna ebiri wano otunula eri waggulu oba waakatuuka amaaso gakkutirawo. Shine Country Resort Kigo gye buvuddeko eyo twakola okusalawo okulonda nga twebuuza ku bakugu bagenda okukizuula nga akalulu konna kawedde ng'ekifo kino kisinze ebifo ebirala. So ebifo ebirala gyebiri naye twalonzeewo kino Shine Country Resort Kigo. If the way Art Express has just it's being blocked, they are just working to make this place better. The link road. Now you use the road that links you via the old Entebbe road. Just branch off after Fuel X and follow the route up to when you get the signpost of Shine Country Resort Kigo, your number one place. They have good everything. I guess what? I was doing some research about positive psychology and I realized that something called gratitude is related with greater happiness. Gratitude is a must. It's something we're going to talk about today. Related to positive psychology, they related to greater happiness. Guys, no one in this world doesn't love to be happy. So as the year is ending, as we are celebrating about very many things, we are looking at this one thing, gratitude. You can call it Thanksgiving, but when you look down on your screen, you'll see there's something called gratitude. Is a must, trying to propel you to the fact that you have to be grateful. You have to show thanks. You have to really express yourself that you are thankful for everything that has happened. So guys, I don't know where to start from. You, at the listening of that statement, gratitude is a must. You just get reflections about what has been happening in your life, how things have been unveiling, things you've gone through, what you've won, what you've lost. Actually, do you know that some losses are savers? You can encounter a loss, but in the actual sense, it is saving you. You can encounter a delay, but when in the actual sense, God is pausing you such that the danger ahead of you passes before you reach there. Gratitude is a must, guys. You get trolling, I don't know, from everywhere, anywhere. You can just pick it up from there and share with us. What are you grateful for as the year is ending?
What's up, guys? Gratitude is a must. I'm happy that he said that it's a must. But you know, sometimes we expect gratitude from some people, but we don't get it. Of course, we don't live according to it, or we don't live because we rely on the gratitude. But it's something that is related with happiness. I may do something to you that is positive. Either you tell me thank you or not, I will not die. But when you tell me thank you, it does something different. Yeah, there is something different that it creates in me. Even if you may just choose to ignore, to come back and say, I'm grateful. But and I will understand it. I will not really focus so much on it. But it's important. When you come back, it just gives a different feeling. So I'm happy that you say that it's a must. I wish everyone could know that it should be a must. When someone does something good, gratitude is just something that it brings different feeling. It's a good thing.
You know what? The beautiful thing about change introduces you to new experiences and new places, new dimensions and realms. And guess what? The weather that came through, the change in weather introduced us to another beautiful, spectacular place at Shan countries of Chibu. And guess what? It's where we are seated, cool breeze, cool everything. Kugamba obeera wano n'ogamba ng'ekintu kiri bulungi nnyo. Guess what? Gratitude is a must, and we were just diving into the issue, the burning issue. The National Youth Command Center ekikuleetedde nagambye nti abakugu bajja ne batuula abakulu mu bitongole, abavubuka abakozeko ku kasente bajja ne bakalira wano nga webanyunyula nsonga ku nsonga bamenyemu ku innayo. Gratitude is a must. What are those things you are grateful about? There is ending, people are complaining, this, that. Government here and there. Government etuyambe kino nekiri nekirinaye nsuubira mu bintu byonna byonna tulina ebintu ebyokwebaliza Mukama bingi. Recently, actually, even currently in the US, they are in the Thanksgiving season. Guess what? These people came from England and they came to Newfoundland, which became New England, and now it's the United States of America. They are Thanksgiving. And you know what? They used to do this at the end of droughts and whenever they attain victory in their battlefields and wars at large, they used to give thanks. Guess what? Time has evolved, years have passed, but still now they go to God, they community-based, and thank God and thank one another for the fact the Lord has brought them, and for the fact they have travailed and waited with patience. So bring it down to you guys. I see you're ready, you're boiling with a lot you're anticipating. Great is a must. What are you thankful for? What is your experience for the year? What are you saying? What are you? Who are you to keep quiet? Where am I starting from? Had you said anything?
We're somewhere there.
Had you said anything?
Actually, he was saying something.
Mr. Kennedy, what are you grateful for?
Well, it's been a very good year for me personally. I remember at the beginning of the year, I made resolutions or certain achievements I should have by the end of the year. And I'm happy, at least I should say 90% of the resolutions I have this year have come to pass. I'm so grateful to God for the life, for the family. I remember at one time this year I was in a car that rolled over, but I'm happy I'm still alive, I'm able to sit here with friends and
On the issue of the car that rolled over, where are you now?
Well, God has been so good. I remember I was in a taxi that rolled over, but I'm happy now that I could drive myself forever.
ate nga n'ettaka olina so lino sinawo ettaka asinza ow'emmotoka emmotoka asinza ow'ettaka ezo debate tozibeeramu. Hesi, what are you thankful for? What is your take on this? Gratitude is a must. Should it?
Yeah, it's a must. And to begin with, I'm so thankful for life. Yeah. I think besides all the other things, I should be thankful for life. Because as the year, from the beginning of this year to December, because we are moving towards December, I really thank God. He has enabled me and my family plus the other people surrounding me to reach the end of the year. So I'm so grateful and I'm thankful for life. And lastly, I'm truly thankful that as the year began, there are some things that I noted down that I needed for the same. And I've seen some of them happen. So I'm really thankful for that. Where I was when I was at the beginning, it's not where I am today.
Kati abawandiikanga yaka there is a meme I saw recently and someone I know they were complaining because they were there standing and saying the fruitful year of the Lord only has 4 months to go. saying that the year is ending, and yet it was called the fruitful year. 4 months to go, nothing achieved. Yet on that point, the fruitful year of the Lord, which has 1 month to go. What are you thankful for?
Praise God. Even saying praise God is gratitude.
Yeah.
Because we are here many past on this year. We thank God for the gift of life. For me, as me, I think God has been faithful. It's not even thinking, I know He's faithful to me. And I take it personally to thank Him for all my life. I think everything that I expected, everything that I asked for, I says, pray, I'll ask this and I'll give it to you. So to me, God has been faithful to me. This year, I got miraculous promotion at work. Yeah, so now I'm a full manager just with that experience of 4 years. As I graduated only 4 years back, but I'm a manager of the biggest bank in Africa, guys. So to add on that, I had a resolution to travel this year. And just from my end of year vacation, I came in yesterday. So I bought land. I'm planning to get a house. May come in this very year. So really, so maybe marriage for another year, but I'm thankful to God. And guys, like no man is an island. We are all made by people and God above, but even people around us. You can't make it serve people around us. So we must be thankful to the teams we work with. Even the upbringing of our parents wouldn't be here if some of us were not brought the way we are. So shout out to all the parents actually that did a great work, and to all our colleagues that we work with as a team. Some people shine alone, but behind there, as they say, behind the successful man is a woman. I don't know to some of us that woman is our parents, because we are not yet in marriage, but we are made by people, and we are thankful for every stone that someone puts on our success. Forever grateful.
Well, that's amazing. That's astonishing. Matthews,
Yes.
abo abawandiika lisiti nga kaakati bakafunako ekintu kimu ate ng'omwezi gye gujjako gujja ba tegukyawera na gumu. Kati wanalaba talk show yaffe eno nga tumugamba yeebaze, olowooza ajja kuwulira atya?
You know, the one mistake people make is I don't know, they want to plan for God. I don't know how to put it. Something. The reason why I'm saying that is because what I am today, I prayed for it, I think 2017. That's when I said by 2023, I'm supposed to be at this level. And today I'm at that level. There was a show, one of the previous shows, when I say that things are happening. You know, I feel I'm different. You know, that difference that I was speaking about was the change that was meant to happen this year, and God reflected it to me during that day of the show. You know, so you can imagine that God, you know, our story has been written together. Every time you think, every time you want to get something, you want to be at a certain level, God is listening and there is a story being written for you. You will get there. But the problem is people run short of patience. They say 2023, but again they want it in 2021. You know, they run out of patience. So that's the problem. We need to be patient enough and we shall get there. For me, you know, I don't know, but one thing God gifted me is the brain. And I live to impact lives positively. I count a year by the number of people I've impacted positively. Those people that are inspired. So as the year is ending, I'm asking myself, how many people have I impacted positively? If there are many, if my phone shows me many notifications of men, you've inspired me. Can you be my mentor? I'm happy and I'm grateful. If you're grateful and happy, for that, God is going to add more, onto you over that. So all the time,
I'm telling them not to worry.
Never. I tell them not to worry. I just tell them my story. I tell them never forget to say thanks to God. Never forget to be grateful. Never forget to say it's been him. If it wasn't him, I wouldn't be. But I always tell my students and everyone else that never feel shy to be proud. That's why for me I can sound proud, but I don't forget to say it was him. Others I don't care. Provided I acknowledge him. He did a lot in my life.
Mabu,
Yeah, okay, he can say something.
from what Mari is saying, I'm not yet convinced enough.
Yeah.
Because the fruitful year of the Lord is close end, and someone has a list, and on that list, what they have achieved, they tell you have managed to keep. Some people attach even the ability to live on themselves, that have kept on living, have kept on alive. But they forget that it's not by themselves. Okay, that's about them. But what are you talking about? Really, gratitude.
As he spoke earlier, he mentioned patience. Yeah. Then when you bring also the fact that you had a list or you have resolutions that you didn't achieve, you know, gratitude doesn't need a big thing. Like you don't need something huge, something flashy for you to be thankful. Yeah. All that you need is to see and look who are the people that have been there, even in hardship. There are always people out there. It has been hard, but we're not alone. God has been there. People have been there with you. So there's always something you have to thank God for, even to thank the people around you. So it's not about how much you achieved. You can be having very little, but so thankful. You understand? It's just in the mind, in the heart.
To add on what you just said, for me at least this year, I really want to thank God for the people. Usually God doesn't come out in ways we expect him, but there's a way we really feel special when we see these people being there for us that we didn't even expect. Most of it, the family, really, I am grateful to God. There are those people that are always there to uplift you, to stand with you, to, you know,
Ogere kumanya bawinde bulungi. Musajja wattu Muganda.
Sigenda boogera manya naye those people are very, very special. Nze okwogera ono nemwerabira naye nga they are very, very special. Buli omu aba alina omuntu oyo, abantu abo ababiri abasatu oyo omu nga they've really been there. So we really thank God because tasobola kuyamba if God has not really touched them, newaba Muganda wasobola okukoowa. But God has really used people and at least I have a reason to thank God.
So you see, gratitude, as all other things, many other things, it's like the climax of a certain phase. So we should also look at what entails in the phase, what the components of what happens there really. Ebibeera wow, ebibeerawo before the gratitude. Sometimes ebintu byeyitamu bikukooya. Notuka okwebaza nga you are doubting the reasons as to why olina okwebaza. Why do we get worried, Hector? Why do we get worried? To the extent that sometimes people, they reach the moment of gratitude. We saw an example. We have a nice scenario in the book of Genesis, whereby two brothers had to present their sacrifices. Because sacrifice is a sign of gratitude. Right? Baba Bible scholar mujuda muso okungamba banaye kati eyo byogo majogyeyo tetambula. So, but this one of them who used to till the land was a farmer, and the other who looked after sheep was a shepherd. Omusajja n'addayo ekiriga ekisinga okubeeramu amasavu n'akireeta ku kota ya Mukama. Omulala n'afunayo bukatunkuma obwakalira ku muti campus. Bukatunkuma obwakalira ku muti obuyembe biriŋŋanya ki ekirala. Nakati bwe yafuuyira eddagala ne limwokya n'agamba kati nno bye ngenda okuteeka ku mmeeza ya Mukama. So one sacrifice was accepted and the other one was rejected. And this portions our gratitude. Sometimes there are loopholes in our experiences and portraits of gratitude and gratitude. So what's what happens, Hector? I don't know why my spirit is inclined on your side on what happens, because it's a process we go through a lot, and sometimes we find that people present themselves wrongly. And actually, let me tell you this: gratitude helps you to perform better. Gratitude helps you to defeat your adversaries because you have a good reflection about the previous war and you headed for another. So what happens? Abantu bakuwa nnyo ne beerabira ebituuseewo.
I think there's no specific. If we go that this is a specific way someone should be grateful for the word gratitude, it would be religious, right? As it comes from the heart, a heart omutima nga gusiirye and gusalawo kankole kino bakino. So tewali mbu omuntu omusanyufu oba nina kwebaza bweti ndete kino. Some people guys just a thank you is from their heart. They're grateful from that. There's someone who will be so happy and they're just going to pray that purest prayer for someone. You get, Father, I thank you for this person. And another person is really grateful, you get. But those people are a tool. Again, come on, you get what I'm saying? And this is something coming from their heart. From the purest, from even God says, I love what? A cheerful giver. And when you're giving, it's from a cheerful heart. You're not forced, and even you're not being grateful for the people to see that actually you're grateful, but it's from your own heart. So I believe there's no form of gratitude as long as the Spirit leads you to be grateful to that. For example, she may do something good for me, and I decide to be grateful to. Not even I can say thank you, but because she has done something for me, I go find someone on the street or a helpless child, and I maybe say I'm going to pay for you fees throughout. But in the end, I've not even thanked her, given her something tangible. But I pray for her. Oh my God, thank you for grace or what and what. But then I thank God in a certain way. I go help even a third party. So I believe it's you follow your heart as the Spirit leads you, and should come from the purest of hearts.
So, but what do you always do when you're grateful? What are your how do you portray gratitude? You yourself, whenever something nice reaches your table or your life, anything.
Me as a worshiper at my church, the way I show my gratitude, like most things that come to our lives, God, as you say, God puts those people to bless our lives. So me, how I show my gratitude, actually go to the throne of God, in the presence of God. I just thank God for that person who has blessed me, for bringing those kind of people who have blessed me in the presence of God. So apart from that, I also go to that person. Like for example, last time the other show we had, I lost my parents when I was a little girl. So what can I do to show this? Like I'm so grateful to this person who showed me this kind of love. That's my auntie. She went to the US. So I just call her like, auntie, you have taken care of me since I was young, since I was a baby. Right now I'm going to my last semester for graduation. It has been God who has provided. Exactly. It has been God who has blessed you to give me that kind of love and care that you have for me. So I just put the phone of God. I'm like, God, thank you for my auntie. That's how I show my gratitude. Because the people that always meet actually are from God. So or after even the friends that people that you meet after so you know how I show my gratitude to God.
Hector said something so interesting, and he was like, okay, we thank God, but also God uses people. Okolo kyangu omuntu sekimu omusolo kunaze nagamba akalabo kaako. Wali kati oyinza okunsanyusa n'ennoonya n'eŋŋamba okola otya olaga otya kuba wali ogenda mu maaso ga Mukama n'osinza. Eriyo bannaffe abatannatuuka awo. Okikola otya ekyo?
Apart from going to the throne of God and thanking him and worshiping him and all that, appreciating him, I go to that person, then we see my friends, and they're having a party, and I'm like, what should I do for this person? I surprise that person, and I pick some gift. Now that me who's doing art, I just make sure I get my best pieces that I really love most, that I would even want to have in my own room. I'm like, no, let me just sacrifice to this person because this person has been with me. So I just pour out the smallest thing that I have from the deepest part of my heart, I give to that person. That's how I show my
abedda baalugera nti entasiima ebula banaye musonyi okusobola olulimi Oluganda katugende mukuwumulako katono nnyo tugenda kukomawo awo wennyini gratitude is a must. The word gratitude comes from the Latin word gratia, which means preciousness or grace. And when you look at grace sector, this entails very many things. Very many things that are done to us that we don't even deserve. Yeah? Ekintu ekikolebwa n'ogamba bannange. Omuntu okulondebwayo ne bagamba bannaye gwagenda okuwulira akakiiko and you feel like manager global markets n'ogamba. By the way, how did you feel when they promoted you?
You know, when you're asking how she does and every time something happens to me, I think I reflected when big things happen to me, I worship. I just close myself to something because I know, like I'm being honest. I remember they gave me a call. I was heading to Mukono. By the time they told me, okay, you've been successful. This is a job that I was times two with my manager. My last month I was being managed in another level. Now where I am, even I'm at the top of my former manager. You get it? So it's something that came in and no one expected. I'm in an organization where I've just come. I barely made a year. New guy, and before you know it, just 9 months of a road, I'm promoted to a higher grade, more than actually my former manager. So to me, it was something very great. I remember I was on my way and they called me. I told my driver just stop there. I started worshiping God because I knew this can only be God. So it's God. You see, yes, God will work through people, but I know the day. So we have to first thank God. Then we come at the human figures, the people he has used. Yeah.
If you just tuned in this minute, Finding the Winner within your favorite show, your show where we come and talk about pertinent issues that pertain us, the young generation. Abavubuka abato nagambe tuli wanene n'abantu ba CEO ba ED. These are very, 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 very amazing people, and guess what? They are sharing with you their life experience. But something we are tackling, trying to tackle about gratitude. Gratitude is a must. When we mention that is a must, some people feel offended. Bagamba nebazaaki. Nere bana abamu bagamba neze ekyo kintukako obulungi nsinza. Kati abatamanyi kusinza bakole ki?
Bagoyengewa.
Are you thankful that Ensenene is in Kampala?
Ensenene? Is it a late year update? What one?
They've been coming to Kampala. Hasn't he been saying that?
What would you say in Kampala?
Ensenene, mubikutia. I say Chambo goes student with the project. Anyway, I want to give you a very short, informative story about me in relation to gratitude. You know, when I was growing up, I wasn't in towns. You know, so well with my father. You know, I wasn't. However, in 2018, I started. Imagine studying and your father doesn't know whether you're even doing university or not, and he has no idea. But then, boom, you have a graduation. He's like, no, I think you're kidding. That kid is kidding. You get that? So in 2017 or 18, I happened to go back home. There's a statement I read. It's from. It's quoted by Baganda to do with Mkulu Tasobia and something like that. Yeah. So I went back home and I had to seek forgiveness from my father. when I reached home, I said, I wish to talk with you, to have a little talk with you. He was passing by. I was seated in the sitting room. He came and sat. And all I wanted to say is, I'm sorry and I'm thankful for everything you've done for me from the day I was born. I was a kid. I didn't realize what you were doing. I didn't. I wasn't seeing it. I did the same to my mother. I was okay with my mother growing up. Everything was good. But I had to do that. There are families where I stayed. I realized I have to go there and do the same thing. Because I left and I'm a different story. Those families, there is a way they start saying, he was here when he was in a bad situation. Now he's there, he does not remember us. Those families have those statements. I had to go back to those families. One of the families in Kalere, in the ghetto. I went there. It's Musawa. I call her mother as well. Musawa is helping those people in the ghetto there. I went back there and I had to say thank you for everything you did for me with a chicken. I bought it in Kalere Market. I went with it to say thank you to her. To everybody, I had to go to their families to just say thank you. However, after doing that, I became a different person. I became optimistic. I used to, I could feel positive with myself. I could feel like everything is moving at work. Everything I'm doing is just good. I have no enemy. But before that, I used to feel like there's some cries, griefs that are behind me and things were not moving. I wasn't a happy person. But after saying thank you to all these people, I became a different person. Right now, I'm like a best friend to my father. We talk about everything. We can even talk about his girlfriend at school. And he's good and we're jazzy. That connection.
Apparently,
That's a current girlfriend.
No, I'm like his girlfriends of school.
For your mom.
Yeah, he's current. Yeah, got current. So I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that when you say thank you, when you say sorry, you create a new connection.
Mm-hmm.
I became a best friend. Few people can talk to their father in any way they wish with respect. Few people.
Yeah.
Others fear. They see him coming and they have to take another corner. So let's learn to say sorry and let's learn to appreciate the little. Even if you didn't see it, provided you stayed in somebody's house one day, provided someone gave you bread, provided someone advised you on anything. If you have an achievement, don't forget to call them and say thank you. Me today, I'm a happy person because of that. The people who have employed me before, for example, East Africa, the Vice Chancellor, I always visit there. And when I go, I'm like, do you have a minute? I just came to say hello and to say thank you. You were really good to me and you motivated me and you helped me. When there are opportunities, those guys remember you. They'll be like, oh, Edson was here yesterday. By the way, he's in that direction. Let's call him. You have an opportunity. You have it.
Andre, what are the expressions of gratitude? What are you grateful for this year?
Okay, before I said we're speaking about what I'm grateful for, I'd like to generally speak about gratitude itself. Like living in this negativity-centered world.
So, ebigambo by'oyogera ebigambo ebyoyogera twandibadde tusasuza n'abantu okubiwuliriza kati njagala oyongeze ku ddoboozi.
Okay, I was saying, living in this negativity-centered world whereby most people are like looking at the bad things happening in their lives, like they're looking at, I don't have this job like the other person, but they're not thinking about like they don't have that job, but God is feeding them, they are finding something to do, and I don't have that big house like the other person, but you have somewhere to stay, and like that has taken away the positivity to come into our lives. And as we all know, we have to follow the Lord's will, and the Lord's will like guides us to gratitude. Like the Lord has always told us to be grateful to whatever has happened, being it insignificant, like even if it's the little thing that has happened, we should even thank for the things that we don't know happened to us. Because you might be there like, okay, you thank God for life, you thank God for the things that you see, but we should also thank God for the things that we can't see.
there are prayers that are being prayed to us by some people and we don't know. So at least you should thank God for whoever is there thinking about you, putting in their prayers of each and everything that has happened for us. And like that is what I usually feel like, being grateful, because I don't know what my parents went through, what they are going through. Like for us, maybe who have been students, who've been there in the exams, and then maybe she gives you a call and she's like, I've been fasting for you. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
And you feel like you can even be in that position and you feel like that is something small. Why would I even fast for that? But like someone is showing you dedication, like they are trying to, they even remind you, do you really pray for this? And you like, you get it. And the other thing is, like when you have gratitude, you don't have stress. You get the positivity in your life. Obviously, love comes with that. And when you have love, like you have hope, you have faith. And with faith, like if us who believe in Jesus, like I'm always grateful and not worried, because I know sometimes I don't even be like, Lord, please help me, like let me be successful in this, but I know He's going to make me successful. Like that is the faith that I have, and I believe that is my word of gratitude. Like I know, and I keep on having it in my heart that He's taking me where I'm supposed to be. I'm grateful for it, even if I don't know sure.
From where she is coming from, I also realized that confessing gratitude is just a key. Saying what you're thankful for. Because I have an example. There is a guy when I just came to Uganda, in the first year at campus. I was really stubborn, but this guy introduced me to a certain church. This guy was sending me verses. He made sure that I was in the spirit, yeah, in the way that a lady could come visit me to the hostel. You find yourself preaching, a lady telling someone about Jesus.
Preaching to them,
You get. So when I was just because some months back, I just remembered that guy. I was like, man, if this guy was not coming to me in that period, I could have done something that I would regret my whole life. So I called the guy. I was like, bro, I was just calling to just tell you thank you for everything that you've done. Everything that you've done for me in that period, I reminded him, I was like, oh, you still remember that? So then he told me, man, you've encouraged me so much, bro. He told me I was actually discouraged. I was not doing it the way I used to, but I feel like I should really come back and do it again in campuses. So it's also another motivation. When you say thanks to someone, showing them that they do well, it gives them that positive mind. Keep on doing it. Yeah. Another thing, I also think that types of gratitude can also have levels. Yeah. Because 4 years back, God blessed me with a scholarship that I won by God Quest. So doing architecture. I've been paying $2,200 per year. Someone giving it to you like you're not a son, you're not a cousin, you're not nobody. Now, I'm just realizing this guy, because they always tell me the money is in the account already. Now, I just imagine telling someone, oh, the money is in the account. Thank you. You understand? Thank you. You get it? So, actually, the person who always brings me the money, I always hug him like, thank you so much. He's not the person who gives me the money, it comes from outside. But every time he tells me the money has come, I hug him, thank you so much, because, bro, people do different things, but also things have levels.
Yeah.
There's something that someone can do for your life. Thanks, saying just thanks, man, may not feel you.
Sometimes thanks kaba
Just show that
THX.
Yeah.
Uvira.
Someone who gives you education, man, is special. So we give him a special thanks also. I think we have some different levels. I can call, hey bro, pick my book, I forgot my book. Oh, you picked it. Oh, thank you, bro. Okay. But someone who pays for you $2,200 per year is not a brother, is not an uncle, is not nobody. So you deserve a different kind of thanks.
Yeah, sure.
I wanted to add on something. When our brother was speaking something about their parents and not being in good terms with the father and so on. I know outside I've encountered a lot of youths who actually have grown when they have both mom and dad, but they have their issues. My mom wasn't there for me, my father wasn't there for me. But guys, let's start. The word sperm is not an abusive word; it's biological. Even that your father, you a sperm of your father. Be gratitude for that, even though they didn't help you in anything. Your mother who carried you for 9 months. Guys, we've seen girls aborting, guys. You get what I'm saying? But if your mother endured for those 9 months and they kept you, if they didn't do anything, I know someone out there need to forgive your parents. They may have not done anything that maybe they gave you to your grandfather or your grandparents and what. But the mere fact that your mom actually carried you for those 9 months and maybe even breastfed you for all that time, be grateful for that and take off that pain, forgive them for what they didn't do. Then another thing, contentment is very good, guys. For someone to be grateful, you must be contented. As my sister said, stop comparing yourself from the other. We all have different journeys. You get what I'm saying? Because the other has this, I didn't have it. Let's learn to be happy with the little you have, and that's where the gratitude will come from. Learning to be happy with the little. You know what I'm saying? He's earning 10 million, I'm earning 1. Yes, there's someone who's looking for only 10,000. Me sometimes, for example, like spending 50,000 is nothing. You get? But I remember the old days, bro. Not even like a 10k. You get? And beyond even remembering those days, there's someone when you go in the village. And they tell me this kid actually is in the UPE school, and they didn't actually sit their end of year exams, right? Because they didn't pay 10k for porridge. Or someone even told me that I got that pay. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what? So a kid has failed to do their final year exams because they don't have a pen. You get what I'm saying? So guys, people are suffering out there, and we pray God uplifts them. But be grateful for every little thing. Every little thing. Then another thing to do with God's will. We're living in a generation where we've made God a supermarket. Coming up with a grocery list that I need this and this and this. But then you ask yourself, what is God's will in my life? You get me. One thing I always say, my friend, that the prayer that I have learned, very powerful prayer I've learned over the years, to say, yes, as may your will prevail in my life. That means everything that he says, I know the plans I have for you. Everything God has planned for me, because he has better plans for me. If I say, God, may your will prevail, that everything has planned will come in. So let us allow God's will to prevail in our life. And when we learn God's will to prevail in our life, we shall live a contented life, and therein we shall also be thankful to God. My last remark. As the Waganda say, a meme gawaga vegejama. Sometimes we must pay details to these words. They didn't say a meme gawaga vegeja, but what they call mango. That means it says that yes, when meme is geja, ngateze na yeye ekolachi geja mango. Ati singa tugaba ngatuva. Giving is a form of gratitude. You get that when you give out of gratitude, you will grow fast. You find that, as he said, that you will say thank you. For example, these ladies today, there's a kabem say that a guy sent 5k. Said, have you received the funds? Like really 5k is the funds or what? But you find that you have a girlfriend and your guy is going to send you like a 20k, but this guy is even yes, again up but being grateful for that 20k. Yes, you may be having a sugar daddy who can give you a 200 without a brink of an eye, but this guy has given you a 20k out of pain. And you know what? If you say thank you, they'll even be prompted to give you more. Let's learn to say thank you. Thank you is like the word I love you. It sounds as little as it is, but it carries weight. You get every time you're thankful. For example, me, I pray the person I'm going to give. There's a guy who in life we have what we call destiny helper. And me, I identified one. As the beginning of this year, I bought a boat for him. And and I'm planning for December. I'm going to go and I want to visit him, but I plan to go with a pickup. Very full, right? Because this is a guy who just connected me to my first job. He just said, Vincent, he just saw my graduation pics. I'm like, send me your CV. And he connected me.
And to me, it doesn't remember it. But I'm like, everywhere I've gone, it was because of me.
Yeah.
If he had not introduced
Yeah,
me to
Kuzimbira
this
City.
world, yeah, for me, I'm like, yo, man, thank you. So let's even learn to thank people with tangible things. Umanye ebigambo tebigula amata, okitegeera.
Okitegeera. Ebigambo tebigula amata. Yvonne, what do you do when people do for you nice things? What are you grateful for by the tebinaggwayo ebintu bingi nnyo tojja kuzimbira bintu.
Actually, when people do nice things, I would say that I approach the person and then say thank you. But apart from that, as she said, she worships, she expresses her thank you.
Temungamba nti muna muli basinza.
Me, I may not say that I worship, but I put it part of me that I always have to pray for that person. In my prayers, that person comes first. Because no matter how big or small, I appreciate everything. So I have to put those people in my prayers. And I would love to say this, that either we should be thankful for even the smallest thing that you receive in life. Like most of the people are thankful for the big things. That when you get this big car or big house or any other big thing, big job, money, that's when you're thankful. But you should learn to be thankful even to that smallest thing. So that's part of me, that even the smallest thing, let's say even a pen, a small pen, I'm always thankful because it did not come from my pockets, it did not come from my energy. I'm always thankful. He said that, he mentioned that a boyfriend may send you 5K and you're like,
You received the resources.
what did he then send?
Yeah.
People do that actually. I've seen girls doing that. But without knowing, where did he get the 5K from? By the way, people sacrifice themselves
Don't sacrifice it.
just to please others. So if someone does something in your life, you should learn to be thankful. Before concluding, sorry,
You get your time.
to me, like let's say 1 year back, there is someone I gave a gift because it's birthday. They did not appreciate at all. But I had sacrificed a lot because by then I was in school, I had no money, I had no job, nothing else, but I had to sacrifice the small things I had to buy the gift, travel and take the gifts, but unfortunately they did not appreciate. So actually it hurt me to the point that I thought that people are not what the gifts would be. But I had to build up myself and be like, it's just one person and the others should be happy. So even the smallest thing that you receive, you should always be thankful.
You know, there's one thing I always do, and I advise everyone to try practice it if you can. My birthday is always for my parents. I gift them things they can't even imagine or think about. Have you ever lived with someone who thinks that, let's say, putting on, let's say, your shirt is maybe wasting money? Now, if you have such a person, give them that and see whether they will not put on that shirt. You get that? So my parents are really different. Today they are different if you met them. I changed lifestyle. I changed almost everything. Today they're optimistic. They're open-minded. They no longer, criticize on small things. So gifting your parents on your birthday is one of the most beautiful things you'll ever do. And I had another thing I wanted to. Oh.
Before that, let me say something
Yeah.
small. Guys, recently, as I said, I want to reflect on my parents. My mom, she needed some amount of money because not a lot, but she didn't have it. No, I won't mention the amount. Then I sent her, and she was like, I need smell like it's going to give you the money. I sent her that money. And my mom called me. When your parent calling you tata, like Nayanza and your tata, mommy, way about it. It's like, but mom, you shouldn't call me tata, because I'm your son. Like, someone really is taking care of you as a tata. And my mom, for real, she prayed the prayer on that call. It's like in Luganda bale mukama kwebaza olw'omwana wange nsaba omuwa okuganja ne ku mulimu bamukuze bamwagala ennyo. I'll be honest with you, after my mom made that prayer, it's when I was promoted, and that promotion came without me seeing. But even I remember, I'm like, wait, my mom prayed that prayer because of a certain little amount of money I had given her. So you're just gonna do something small for someone, and they're going to. Some people they are busy in churches praying for breakthrough and what. You just need to do an act of love, and somebody's their prayer is the breakthrough actually you need from just an act of love. No, just pray some small prayer. Even when I got up, like, oh mom, you know what? You remember the prayer you made on this day just a few months back, the 3 weeks. It has come to pass. You get so yeah. When you say give to your parents, just give you that purest prayer.
Yeah. So allow me to just mention my last remark here. What I want to mention, the people that I have mentored, the people I've taken back to school, the people I've motivated to go back to school. The only way you can make me happy or feel what we're talking about today is if you take another to school. If you inspire another person to go to school. So I want to be clear to this. In most cases, you will not do much to please, say, your parents or to please people who have helped you in life. But if you can help another almost the same way you were helped, you have actually paid back to the person who helped you. If those people testify and these people are able to hear that they took you to school but you took two to school, they are so grateful. They are so grateful. So I was just passing it on to those people. I've gotten a call and a message to some of them trying to see how they can please me. No, just take another to school. Just do what I did for you. To another person, I'll be grateful.
Abakozi abakukolera eyo osuubira kubakolera kuba companies zitwala abakozi out. Oyo abavubuka abo obawaayo ki okubalaga nti nsiimye we balikola amagoba.
Well, first of all, I pay them what they deserve, what they work for. Because Bagala sentence I make sure I pay them. Secondly, I motivate them. I tell them this is your business. This is you understand. This is yours. I'm not, because out of them I'm not around. I make sure I empower them that they are the ones to make those decisions to take the business forward. You know that because most of the times I'm not around. It's them, but I make sure I empower them. I don't intimidate your employees or your workers. Empower them, make them feel the love. They trust them. They will take the business.
You are listening from Business Moguls. Our time is fast spent. Gratitude is a must. Let it be upon you. Let it be on your shoulders to think of what to thank for. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. We are grateful for you, and dear viewers. Catch up next Saturday with an interesting episode. Nice like never before. My name is Ak Solomon. Amukuwidde manjogera luzungu ku TV naye asijjawo oli bannange tugenze.